Tracy Harris, Research Manager for the Arkansas Health Services Permanent Agency.
Tracy Steele, Director of Arkansas Health Services Permanent Agency.
I'm Craig Cloud, Director of the Division of Aging and Adult Services, Department of Human Services.
Jennifer Cooper, the Health Services Permanent Agency, Program Manager.
All right, thank you. And former Senator Tracy Steele, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. Also, thank you for having this meeting. It was so late in the season, and thank you for your service throughout the year. I attended many public health committee meetings, and you did a lot of work this session. You should be proud. We come to you today because of a memorandum of understanding between the Department of Human Services, Arkansas Healthcare Association, and the Governor's Office. Governor supports this and provides tremendous leadership. But we saw this memorandum of understanding at our agency. We saw where it would have an impact on some of the rules that we have with our agency, and we needed to change those rules in order to be able to implement this MOU starting the first part of next year. If implemented, we're excited about these proposed rule changes because if implemented, they will definitely improve health care, especially for our seniors. They will incentivize people to stay in the home longer periods of time, and it will also save the state a lot of money. We have three pretty straightforward changes that we want to bring before you today. One is, in order to do that and accomplish those goals, is we have to increase our occupancy rate around the state of Arkansas. We use a population-based methodology to determine where these nursing home beds go throughout the state. Currently, that rate is 80%. If you have 80% occupancy rate in your county, you are eligible to get additional nursing home beds. The challenge and the issue with that is we have too many of our facilities that are functioning below their occupancy rate, which is a cost to the state. It's a Medicaid cost to the state, and also it affects the care that we can provide to our senior citizens. So we are proposing to increase that occupancy rate to 93. To give you an example, at 80%, there are currently 15 counties in the state that will be eligible for more beds. But the 20%, that 80% is not being utilized at all, and that cost us, our Kansas, that cost us money. At 93%, currently, no counties will be eligible for additional nursing home beds. So this will incentivize those existing facilities who are experiencing growth and need more beds to get beds from other facilities that are simply not utilizing it. The second change will be to make sure that these facilities that need to increase their bed numbers are new construction and not renovated facilities. Oftentimes we have facilities throughout the state that renovate their facility, and some of them need to, and we encourage that. But with this rule change, they will not be able to come back to us to get additional beds when their facilities are already underutilized. And so this will also incentivize them to go to other facilities to negotiate a path where they can get those beds that are not being used in other places, so we can hold down that Medicaid cost. And finally, is to encourage them to transfer facilities from one underutilized facility to another facility that needs more beds, that's closer to being fully utilized, 90%, at least 90%. And that will certainly help to bring down the cost and help to increase our occupancy rate as well. So it's those three changes that we are bringing before you today that certainly will help this industry tremendously.
All right, thank you. Anyone else would like, anyone else? Okay.
Madam Chair, just like to say that I appreciate the Health Services Permanent Agency working with us, working with the Department of Human Services and the Arkansas Healthcare Association as we work to make these changes to their methodology that allowed us to move forward with implementing objectives within our memorandum of understanding. I might add that, with this, it still allows for competition within the industry that will still drive quality. Our primary goal is to increase quality. I like to use the Walmart, mentality. While we definitely want to encourage, competition, we want to encourage development. At the same time, when we look at areas where the demand is not as high, you don't need, in some of the smaller communities, 2 Walmarts to actually conduct business. So number one, the goal is to definitely encourage competition, drive the quality, but give us a very stronger threshold by which we issue new permits and new beds across our state.
Okay, and let me ask you this. It's my understanding that you will save about $3 million by doing this. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's a minimum savings. That's an initial, but over a period of time, that number will grow, and it helps us meet our savings objectives that the governor's requested and the Department of Human Services committed to implementing.
All right, thank you. All right, Representative Hammer, you're recognized for a question.